Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolfe Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I would agree with them if I knew who they were. Have you ever wondered who they were? Well, I don't know about breakfast being the most important meal of the day, but what I do know is it's my favorite meal of the day. Whether I eat breakfast in the morning for breakfast, or I eat breakfast for dinner in the evening. But sometimes it's not feasible to scramble eggs, fry bacon, sausage, or potatoes, or make sausage gravy. Like when you're out camping for a few days, or there's a national emergency and you don't have the creature comforts of home or means to cook your meal in your house. That's when freeze-dried meals are like gold and all you need to do is add boiling water. Like this Mountain House freeze-dried breakfast skillet that is a combination of hash browns and scrambled eggs mixed with pork sausage patty, peppers, and onions. This sounds absolutely delicious, my kind of breakfast. This 4.73 ounce meal contains 2 servings and costs $9.99. Here's a list of the ingredients, and they're really not that bad. But I do see that the pork sausage patty crumble thingamajig is mixed with TVP, which unless you've been on the moon for the past several years, you already know. I don't like textured vegetable protein, but in some instances, it doesn't bother me, like when it's not in the food I'm eating. But hopefully it won't bother me in this meal and we can enjoy this breakfast skillet. There's 2 1-cup servings per bag. Each serving has 350 calories, 21 grams of total fat, 6 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 240 milligrams of cholesterol, 980 milligrams of sodium, 25 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, 4 grams of sugars, and 13 grams of protein. Now let's dump the contents of the bag onto a plate and take a sneak peek at exactly what we're eating. And this doesn't really look bad at all. Everything is identifiable. You can tell the difference between the eggs, the hash browns, the sausage pellets, and the peppers and onions. But to be perfectly honest, I thought the hash browns were biscuits at first. Don't they look more like biscuits than they do hash browns? Why is it whenever sausage is mixed with TVP in a meal, they always look like rat excrement? Once we got everything back into the bag, all we needed to do was add 1.5 cups of boiling water and give it a good mix. Once it's all mixed well, seal the zipper bag and let it stand for 8 to 9 minutes. It's optional, but if you want to, you can stir at the halfway point. After 8 minutes, our freeze-dried breakfast skillet is ready to enjoy. Now, if you are out on the trail or in an emergency situation, you can enjoy your meal right from the bag. But we're not out camping or in an emergency situation, so we're going to be civilized for once and pour the breakfast skillet into a bowl. Once in the bowl, it resembled cornbread mix. I know some of you are thinking that I added too much water, but I followed the directions on the bag to the T. Then we gave it a stir, and it looked like mush. It definitely does not look appetizing, and it looks nothing like on the Mountain House website. It was very weird. There's sausage in this, but it smells like bacon, which bacon is never really a bad thing, so that might be a benefit to our taste buds. After we gave it a good mix, it was time to let our taste buds decide if the Mountain House breakfast skillet was good, bad, or just plain ugly. We got a spoonful of our breakfast skillet concoction, and other than looking like cornbread batter mixed with scrambled eggs, sausage, peppers, and onions, it looks pretty good. Who am I trying to kid? It looks awful. It looks more like something my cat threw up than something I want to have for breakfast. So into the old face orifice, and down the pipe it went. Immediately, I noticed the very prominent fake bacon flavor, which again is very weird since there's no bacon in the meal. Maybe it's bacon flavored TVP. The flavor was actually pretty good, but the rest of everything had absolutely no texture. Next, I tried a little bit of the sausage, and it was actually pretty good. By itself, it didn't really have that bacony flavor to it, so maybe it's something else they put into the meal that's given it that artificial bacon flavor. The texture was a little bit weird, but at least it had texture compared to the rest of the meal. The only thing I can think of is the freeze-dried potatoes that's causing the mushiness. When I have hash browns, I want to be able to bite into them, I don't want them like mashed potatoes. Then we tried a little bit of the eggs with the sausage, and the egg was surprisingly good. Other than the lack of texture, the meal was pretty good. I think it would be even better if you were out in the woods camping or if you were in an emergency situation. So with all of that said, I'm going to give Mountain House's freeze-dried breakfast skillet a 5 out of 10. If you want to see more freeze-dried foods like Mountain House meals, let me know in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and share it with your family and friends. And I'll see you soon.